Hey everybody, it's your hospitality friend Glenn here, and thank you for tuning in for another mini episode of No Vacancy. So we've been talking over the last couple of few weeks about how to put you in a better position financially, really understanding what's going on, simplifying your lives out there. That's why today we've got a really interesting topic, our third in a series of helping you be more successful with our friends over at FinTech. In order to take us through, we got Mr. Trey Williams, President and Chief Operating Officer over there. Trey, it's so great to see you. Thanks for joining me today.
It's great seeing you. Thanks for having me, Glenn.
All right, so I'm really curious. We've been going over this. We've got a couple of great interviews with your team folks over there, but I really want to know what type of clients you working with. How are you working directly with the hospitality industry to help bring them successes?
Yeah, so we deal with mainly our start was in the alcohol space. And so we
Mhm.
deal with 265,000 retailers in the United States that sell alcohol. And within that, there are tens of thousands of hotels. We deal with everyone from the largest chains to the franchisees to the boutique hotels.
Right. And to recap, what we talked about over the last couple of episodes, Trey, is when you started with the alcohol, that is so complicated because every single jurisdiction is different, has different billing needs, different requirements, different this, different that. And the same parallel could be made in the traditional hospitality industry. And y'all are about simplifying things so people can get on their way with their lives, right?
Exactly, exactly. We are let us take care of the payments for you. You don't need your own division of people that are trying to track the laws in each state. What's COD? What's 15-day terms? What's 30-day terms, et cetera.
You know,
As no-
as we're sitting here, Trey, it strikes me this is similar to how people use payroll services. Let them do all of the hard work, figure out the rules, figure out the nuances. You don't have to deal with anything, right?
Exactly, exactly.
All right, so let me ask you this. In today's market, why is full visibility into like your inventory and spend so critical right now? Because I know costs are getting really out of control for a lot of these.
Yeah, I don't think the hospitality industry is different than in all other industries right now. We're all being asked to do more with less.
Mhm.
So having that real-time access to your data, real-time access to what your costs are is more important than ever, and that's what we provide.
Yeah. So, how are you specifically helping people understand that end to end visibility, which will reveal so much about their overall financial operations and state of being?
Yeah, so we integrate directly with all of the back office systems, and so when we get that invoice in, we can integrate that directly into their back office. No longer do you have to have someone inputting each line item, into their back office off of an alcohol bill that could be 200 line items long. We could just take that immediately, integrate it into their back.
So, what I'm hearing, Trey, is that these hoteliers could save hours and hours and hours of associate time doing manual work they don't want to do to begin with. Why not repurpose those folks to other positions to help you be more profitable? So, Trey, I think I'm just putting this together now. You got a one plus one kind of plus equals three kind of scenario.
Sure. Yeah, and they need to focus on hospitality.
Yeah.
Let us focus on the technology. Let us focus on what you're spending, whether it's in the alcohol space or outside of the alcohol space. We do invoices outside the alcohol space as well, but we can take all of that and integrate it directly into your back office.
And that's kind of what we're getting at here, Trey, right? The integration is great, but you have to be able to do the whole panoply of products that are in your hotel to make sure that it really makes sense for you overall. And that start in the beverage program is great, which you still have. So, how are you thinking about working directly with hoteliers to really understand their needs and create solutions that are going to save them time, money, and a lot of times headaches so they could go invest elsewhere and deal with the other issues?
Yeah, there's so many different modules that we offer, and a lot of those, or most of those, actually came to us from the retailers. It wasn't us sitting in here and trying to figure out what do we think is best. It is the retailers come to us specifically in the hospitality space. They run a lot of beverage programs, so there are alcohol items that they're pushing. There's alcohol items that they're not pushing, and they put those under whether they're working with a third party marketing company or what have you. And so there are always alcohol items that they're trying to push. And so we have a module called Beverage Program Management that will let them know across their sites, which ones are in compliance, which ones are selling the items that you're trying to sell, how much are they selling, which ones aren't in compliance, what are they selling outside of the program, et cetera.
So Trey, so you're not only helping them in one way, you're arming them with information to help increase their sales as well by giving them
Absolutely.
data to make good decisions.
That's very well put. That's exactly what we do.
That's really fascinating because that's one part I hadn't learned yet. So I love that. So you're really creating custom solutions. So we all know that your bar area is probably where you're bringing in the highest potential profit. And to be able to utilize a system like yours to really better understand where everything is going, it'll help you shape a beverage program to maximize profitability. Trey, any final words on why you guys are so important to the industry?
Well, I think the other thing that we've gotten from the hospitality industry is looking at what their estimated cost is versus what their actual cost is.
Right.
So we have other modules like the estimated cost analysis that lets them know here's what you thought you were going to spend, but here's what you actually spent. That helps them get those line items more in line with what they're expecting. And so I think that that is what we do in a nutshell. We just help them focus on their bottom line, where they're being successful, especially in the beverage program management space, where they're not, so they can focus on the areas where they need to focus.
Excellent. Trey, thank you so much for being here today. I really appreciate you.
Ben, thank you for having me. I appreciate
Thank,
it.
thank you. I want all of you guys to go right now to fintech.com, fintech.com to help you start saving. Listen, I know I just said it, but you're all focused on those alcohol sales. We talk a lot about value per customer. This is the type of thing that will help you understand what your customers are doing, where they're spending, and opportunities for you to get them to spend more while saving more for yourself. Please check them out at fintech.com. I'm Glenn Haussman. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.